just back from the game. Angry. Very angry. That was embarrassing. Start to finish. Didn't look up for it. Team selection. Wrong again. 5 at back. Again. What is he playing at? 5 at the back. You need to win. Wolves have won back-to-back games. Against Villa and Liverpool. You can't stump up anything. Anything. Listen to Parker's after-match thoughts. The guy talks rubbish. Talks absolute rubbish. Yeah, 5 margins. We're miles off it again. We've been miles off it all season. It's like, well, if you've been miles off it all season, what are you still doing in the job? What's Alan Pace doing? Still keeping that man in a job. It's beyond a joke. Spent £150 tonight. Taking my kids to that. One of them didn't even want to be there. I don't even blame him. Parker out. Pace out. A lot of them. If Pace thinks this is acceptable, like, oh, we're in the biggest league in the world, so we'll get beat every week. So it's alright, we'll go back to the championship and we'll win it again. No, we won't. This team will not go back to the championship and do the same thing again under that man. Not a chance will this team go back to the championship and do the same thing again under that man. Players today. Dubravka. He were alright, but like, it weren't unbelievable. He only looked good because he made a few saves. Walker, rubbish. Perez, I don't even know if he's a footballer, to be fair. Like, he made so many mistakes today. Steve, rubbish. Warrell, rubbish. Florentino, send him back to Portugal. He is rubbish. I don't care if he's played in Champions League. Loads of players playing in Champions League are rubbish. He is rubbish. He just let people run off him. Passing's atrocious. Who else were? Hannibal. He weren't great today, to be fair, but he's carried his last few games. But still, he don't deserve anything tonight. He's rubbish. All of them rubbish. Big lads, rubbish. Who else played? Anthony. He's not a number 10. He played like go anywhere you want. Anthony needs to be out wide touching that line. That's his best position. But still, it's not good enough. Simple as that. Foster, just send him back to South Africa. Send him back wherever you got him from. He makes, like, you can't blame him because the ball don't come through, but he doesn't make the right runs. He's always running into corners. When you're front on your own, you can't run into corners. You've got to run through the middle. You've got to stay in the wimp of the box, man. That's where you're going to score goals. You're not going to score goals running to the corner flag. The amount of times they were offside, it was embarrassing. And most of the time when they were offside, they were just being lazy. Not like he were making a run in behind. Subs. One sub that really angered the fans is Hannibal came off an attacking midfielder. And you bring on Josh Lauren. 2-0 down. Defensive midfielder. What are you trying to do? Not concede a third? What does it matter at this point? Concede a third. Don't concede a third. You're going down anyway. Barnsley came on. Sorry to say I didn't see him come on. I was waiting for him to come on just before I went, but it was taking too long and I didn't want to get stuck in traffic, so I just went because I don't really go from games early either. But I'm sick of watching it, sick of wasting my money going to games to see that effort, the effort again. And people say, oh, it's not effort, it's a lack of quality in decision making. No, it's not. There is a lack of quality, but there's also a lack of effort. Kyle Walker, and you're in shame. Today, fans getting a bit frustrated, and he says to Big Les and other players, don't listen to him. Don't listen to him, pointing to his head. Mentality, mentality. Don't listen to him. Well, I'm not being funny. It's about time you start listening to us. Because we've got a right. We're paying a hell of a lot of money to follow yous up and down the country. And you're saying don't listen to him. Don't listen to him. Mentality, mentality. What is it? One win in 18? You call that mentality? Mentality to what, lose? It's, it's depressing. It's depressing. Fans were a little bit Parker out tonight. There's a few chances we want Parker out. I want Parker out. I've wanted Parker out for quite a long time. I said after Brentford away on the 28th of November, get him gone. Then we got beat at Palace 1-0, played rubbish. Parker kept his job. Then we lost to Fulham 3-2. Even worse than Palace game, to be fair, even though we got two. Rubbish. And then I think we got a draw with Bournemouth after that. Saved him. Why's the draw to Bournemouth saving him? The draw to Everton. Got beat off Newcastle. These are over Christmas. We've won one game since 26th of October. 26th of October. 26th of October. What day is it today? 3rd of March? 3rd of March. You've won one game since 26th of October. Two, if you want to include Millwall. And you've lost to Mansfield in the FA Cup. Not good enough. ALK. Not good enough. You keep backing your man. Well, you say, you haven't publicly said you back him, but you haven't sacked him, so you kind of backing him. But you haven't publicly come out and said, Parker's my man. Leeds went through a rocky spell at the beginning. They put it on Daniel Park's toes, saying, listen, shape up or ship out. Parker's not that threat. Parker's says every press conference, got a great relationship with Alan. Got a great relationship with Alan. Don't feel no pressure. You don't feel no pressure. You're losing every week and you feel no pressure. Are you taking that out of us? You don't feel no pressure. What about the fans? The fans have been on your case now for quite a bit, and we haven't got a game for 2 weeks because of Mansfield debacle. Losing to a League One team, second League One team we've lost to this season at home. After Cardiff beat us 2-1, Mansfield beat us 2-1. It's alright. Parker can manage the championship. But can I? We drew 12 times 0-0 last season. 12 times we drew 0-0. And we had one of the best teams in the league. If Sheffield United didn't fall off a cliff towards the end, I'm not even sure we would have gone up. Because if we would have ended up in playoffs, Sunderland would have beat us. Guarantee you now, Sunderland would have beat us. But it's alright. We just carry on paying our money. Season ticket prices going up. They still haven't released how much. They haven't told us yet. That's a joke. I'm not even sure I'm going to go to an away game again this season. Might go to Leeds. Definitely not going to Fulham. Definitely not going to Arsenal. I might go to Forest. Wolves are 3 points behind us. Wolves. Worst team in Premier League history, apparently. Worst team in Premier League history is 3 points behind Burnley. What does that make us? We're not the worst because we've got a few more points. We spent something near £100 million this summer. £100 million. On what? Moon Chalmers scored 1 goal against Leeds. I think he got 1 at FA Cup against Millwall. €15 million. Is he worth it? No. I think we paid something like £20 million for Broadger. Wow. Chelsea's seen us coming, didn't they? Something near £30 million for big lads. Recruitment, terrible. That's on ALK, that. And Parker. Because Parker, he must have had some kind of say. They're not just buying, some of them were players bought by ALK, but they're not all going to be. Walker came back in tonight. Didn't look no better than what he did before he went out. He's struggling at bottom of the league. He's never been at bottom of the league. He was at Sheffield United in 2009 when we beat him in playoffs. And they were higher than us in playoffs in table that year. Then he went to Tottenham. They were always in the right top 6. Then he went to Man City. They were always in the top of the league, if not winning it. Then he came to, well, he went to AC Milan. They weren't struggling though. I don't think they won all, but they weren't struggling. Then he's come to a relegation team. It looks rubbish. The pressure's different to the bottom of the table. But the simple reason is, you're not winning. You're not winning every week. Don't get me wrong, there's pressure at top of the table. But you're in some kind of form if you're at top of the table. You're winning some games. It's just embarrassing. Standing in away end all these grounds. People are just like, our home fans are laughing at us. Everton fans were taking mick tonight on way out. And it's like, can you blame them? We are the laughing stock of the Premier League. Wolves didn't win a game for, I don't know how many games, I think it was 10 maybe. They've got more wins than Burnley. Or if not level. I'm sure they've got more wins. You can't even say it. Like, what? Parker out, Pace out. Get rid of most of them players as well. I'd rather have players that are not apparently as good that care. But like they care at least. They don't like they care. They get paid. Happy days. On to the next one. That's Parker's favourite saying. Let's reboot. It's like it's a PC or something. Right, just press reset button. It's straight. We'll reboot. Just reboot it. It's not working. Reboot it. You're not a computer, mate. You're a football manager. Sick of hearing you say reboot, reboot, reboot. Oh. You go to work all day. You rush home. Go to the game. Get home at after 11 o'clock at night. We've still gotta go to work in the morning. All us normal folk, we still gotta go to work in the morning. Players will probably get a day off. After a game, players do get days off. They shouldn't get no days off after that. Don't deserve a day off. Should have them in. Running. Run them till they drop. Just make them run. For hours. Like we have to work for hours. Whether we're tired or not. Modern day footballers, they get looked after like little babies. Everything's done for them. Every single thing is done for them. It's not on. It's just not on. We should be all them pans that were there tonight. Away and we're full. Fair dues, it were only Everton. It's not a long way to go, but the away end was full, and we're getting battered every week. Should refund us our money. Refund us our ticket money for that game. Players should put their hand in the pocket and say, right, we're going to refund all fans, because that were embarrassing. But they won't. It won't cost them much. Alan Pace should refund us. Put his season ticket prices up. He's losing the fans as well. The longer he carries on holding on to Parker, the more he's losing the fans. And with some of the things that he said, Toddlergate, we're all toddlers because we're booing. Of course we are, Alan. We're all paying your money that you earn, all your profits that you got. Because you got profits. All football owners make profits. Them that say they don't are lying. They make profits. Take a wage. We pay that. We pay all that money that you earn. Don't get me wrong, Premier League give you a lot of money. But what happens next year when you're not in Premier League? You're in Championship. They don't give you as much. So then you're taking more of us. What happens if you don't go back up? There's a high possibility this team don't go back up. Your teams eventually don't go up. Then what? Then what? You're running the club into the ground. Spending money you ain't got. Burnley's not a club that can carry debts. They're not big enough. Nowhere near big enough. You think you bought this big club that can carry a lot of debt. A couple of years in Championship, you're screwed. That could quite easily happen. Quite easily we could go down, keep Parker, end up sacking him mid-season, because it's not going to work. The minute we don't get a result in Championship, fans are going to be on him. And then he's going to have to sack him eventually. Then what? Then what? You get another manager. We don't go up that year because if you have to sack a manager, you're not sacking him because he's doing well. I think year after to rebuild for a new manager. What happens, Alan? What happens when you don't take us back up in debt? A lot of debt in Burnley world. You might think it's not a lot of debt in football world, but Burnley's a small little working class town, and you're taking the mick out of us, telling us we're toddlers. We probably know more about football than you do. Well, when did you hear about Burnley and think, yeah, I love Burnley? When did you hear about it? In the 90s, when we were in Division 2, like you said in your BBC interview, they thanked me about the 90s and Blackburn. No, we don't, Alan. We were beating Blackburn way before you came. Sean Dart's got the Udo over Blackburn before you came. In the 90s, did you even know who or what Burnley are? Could you have picked Burnley out of a map in the 90s? No, I don't think you could. I can't prove it. I don't think you can prove it. If you got a Burnley shirt from the 90s, and I don't mean a classic one that you sell at Club Shop 9, an actual, wow, did you know who Burnley were in the 90s? I don't think so. I don't even think you're watching football in the 90s. You're a good businessman because you know how to make money. But that's another video. That's the thought. I'm just so angry. We're going to finish bottom. Wolves are 3 points behind us. Wolves are 3 points behind Burnley. Just grasp that, Alan. Wolves are 3 points behind you. What happens when you finish rock bottom? When a team had hardly any points that they picked up. What did they do? Sack the manager. Why did they do it? Fans were happy. Fans were booing. When we beat Wolves at Molineux, fans were on that manager's case and the players. Rightly so. We didn't deserve to win that game. Wolves should have beat us that day. I've said it a few times. Wolves should have beat us that day. Second half, so well better than us. We got a lucky goal right at the end. This has been the longest fan cam I've ever done. It's that. And it's been so hard not to swear. Because so angry. I could just I won't. It's just not acceptable. I've said that loads of times. But it's not. We deserve more. We deserve so much more than this. What are you going to do about it? Probably nothing. Scott Parker will still be manager tomorrow. Scott Parker will still be probably manager against Bournemouth on 14th. We'll lose that. No doubt about that. Turf Moor is going to turn very, very toxic. I think we've got 5 games left at home. I don't know. I don't even know if I really care. Can't see us picking up another point. Wolves aren't last day, maybe. Might be a playoff for who finishes bottom. Anyway, this has been the most depressing fan count ever. Parker out, Pace out, ALK out. Wonder if JJ Watt had a Benny and Aunt Wally are watching that tonight. Parker said that they might have been tired because of the adrenaline of Saturday. So you might have been tired because of the adrenaline of Saturday. You would have had a day off on Sunday. You'd done a little bit of light training on Monday and you had a game again on Tuesday. I'm knackered after being at work today. Being out all day driving. Going to the game. I've got to be up in the morning and go to work. Whether I'm tired or not. But yeah. Players are tired. Tired. You run around for 90 minutes. Don't get me wrong, it's not easy, but you are finely tuned athletes. Apparently. Like I said, Parker out, Pace out, ALK out. Get rid of a lot of them. I've had enough.